So, why did no one tell me that TLOZ does remixes? Yeah, I know TLOZ's music from like Sonic Mania and like the Penny Armadillo game. Why is it that I only just last night got algo pulled their channel? What the fuck? Hello? Where have I been? What the fuck? Well, regardless, that was TLOZ's rendition of Corneria from Star Fox SNES. I heard that on music autoplay last night, and I was like, God damn! God damn! What the fuck? And then I learned TLOZ has a YouTube channel, so I know what I'm binging over the next couple of days. But regardless of that, hello everybody, welcome back to Gameboy Advanced Land. Hang on, I'm gonna do cam, actually. There we go. What's that behind me? What's going on there? What is that? What is that? Must not be important. We're gonna get started. We're gonna play some Minish Cap today. You know what bothers me about this Game Boy Advance startup screen? It's not vertically centered in the same way that the rest of the GBA games are. That's upsetting. Very upsetting. But regardless, we're going to continue where we last left off. And I just realized something that's going to bother the shit out of me and probably no one else gives a damn. I'm upset that I look this direction to look at my monitor, which on your stream does not have me looking at the game. I'm going to fix this right now, I swear to God. This is what we were all here for, right? I think so. Yeah. This is why you come to a Gabriel Surge stream. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do some gaming. This is indeed soup. You completely missed the last stream, and I'm in the Sky Temple. Yes, indeed. As you can see with your eyes, I am here. What did this motherfucker just say? Hang on. This is the first time I used rewind this whole game. Wow! A palace of winds! I accidentally advanced it again. Atop a field of clouds! How elegant! But that's not our first concern. The monsters here are pretty tough. Watch your footing and make sure you don't fall. I don't know why I forgot that I had access to rewind with this game. See, I guess the fun part about it is I don't really feel like I need it. Like, the game is just fun. Unlike Star Fox. Where you're seeing fighting modes. Yeah, so last time, we started the Sky Dungeon. I beat the shit out of a fucking Dark Knight right here. And then I got that portal. And that's where we're at. How much farther do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. After all, how much more could there be? Come on, Stink, let's go. I need this for like... Be not zoomed in over here. No. No. Look at me. Look at me! Right here! Okay. Okay, so we got bones. We got, darkness. Yeah, darker. I don't know why. I don't know why I have so much energy. But we are indeed doing another morning stream today. This will be my last morning stream for a little while, but oh, yesterday's stream went better than I thought it would, actually. So maybe occasionally I'll do these morning streams. Here's my thing. I feel like it works out more conveniently for like me and my day, but it's less convenient for like when I need to do other things with my day. Like yesterday, my dad was supposed to come over. He didn't, but he was supposed to. So I was gonna get like 6 hours of sleep, and that was about to be insanely devastating for me. So, I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess we're at the inside part of the temple now. So I heard another crackle just now. I learned something about Zelda 1 today. Very random, but I didn't know this about that game. In Zelda 1, when you get the magic boomerang, which is the upgraded boomerang, this very same one, I didn't know that when you get that boomerang... Alright, we have rocks. I forgot about this. Okay. When you get that boomerang, all the enemies that throw boomerang weapons, I forget what they're called in that game, but they also get boomerangs. Did you know that? Did you know about that boomerang? I don't think this is... Well, how am I supposed to do this anyways? I think I need the room to reload. Can I one-shot P-hats? Please. Bitch. Bitch! Those are, I think, sword switches over there. Hang on, let's do it like this. Okay. I don't know if they also fire bows. No, they don't. In fact, I can't use bow. No. Okay. There we go. Bye-bye! You have no die! But yeah, so far this dungeon has been, like, awesome. I see why many people regard this one so highly. This is gonna be a really random reference, but it also reminds me of a Frogger game that I had on GBA. I fucking don't remember the name of it. I think there were like 2 or 3 Frogger games on Game Boy Advance, but there was one where the final level was also like a sky palace, and I that was one of few like non-conventional, like, you know, everyone plays Superstar Saga, everyone plays a Pokemon game, right? Or most people do anyways, right? But like, who the fuck played Frogger on Game Boy Advance? That was one of the few, I wouldn't say like shovelware, because that's not really accurate, but you know what, it's best that I just get rid of those things. That's my opinion. No, I don't believe the game was called Poggers. No, I'd have to look it up, and like I said, there's multiple Frogger games, so I might even have to like play it in order to remember if it was the Frogger game that I had. I've only played... Frogger's a weird game series for me. I feel like it's not around anymore, is it? But I've only played a couple of them. I played Frogger on the Game Boy Advance, like I said. There was a PS1 Frogger game that I remember being really, really bad at. Okay. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do there. I fucked it up! Alright, shit your butt! You know you're not supposed to do that! Yeah, you shit your butt anyways! What the fuck are we supposed to do about that? And then obviously I've also played Classic Frogger Arcade Edition. I remember my dad got one of those arcade 1-up machines, one that had like Miss Pac-Man. And I think at one point he also had a Frogger one. Both of which he bought to entice me to come see him. And I'm like, Dad, you don't need to do that. I can just come over. He's like, yeah, but get the high score. You can't beat my score. I could easily beat his score. But you can't beat my score. Yeah, Pac-Man. You ever heard of Pac-Man? There's this little, I like to call him the Pucker. I don't remember if it was Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, but I think it was Arcade 1-Up, so it was probably just Pac-Man. Pac-Man! Pac-Mother. Nothing beats a skeleton spawning from a skull. A classic Halloween origin story. The song is very, bassy. It's got that Game Boy Advance bass crunch to it. It's like a crunchy bag of Dorito chip. Crisp. Yum yum yummers, crisp delight. Oh, fuck. Fuckers are inbound. Don't light me on fire. It's gonna be big key. Oh, we already got big key, and we already used it. Yeah, that dungeon map was extremely late into the dungeon, wasn't it? I guess they don't really want you to know the layout of the dungeon before you're actually, like, most of the way through it. Well, looks like we're still missing a lot. I missed a chest. Oh, I probably have to fall from floor 3. Probably yes, right?
Yep. Yep. Got that cheeseburger. Oh, yep.
By the way, if I get one more chest of seashells, I will be completely full up on seashells. Oh god. I guess that just means it's time for more gambling, doesn't it? I'll take kinstone pieces. I still would really appreciate it if the game gave me a green kinstone piece that isn't one of the ones I have 8 million of. Literally, look at this, look at this. I got 13 of those reds, 10, 8. We got 8, we got 12. What? There's one green kinstone that I have 0 of. Come on, game. And it's like the one that most NPCs are asking for right now, too. No wonder I have 0 of it. To go through it like a goddamn motherfucker. But anyways, whoa, big hand. I hope we're all having a good morning today. / late night, depending on if you're like me and stayed up all night. The only other bit of news that I'm aware of worth talking about is, they put WarioWare on the phone, but they said Wario who? I feel like this is the first mobile game from Nintendo in quite some time. Well, I can't even think of what the last one would have been. Pikmin Bloom, maybe? There's a state of play on June 2nd, and there will be Wolverine gameplay. Also, hello, the Pure Vessel is in chat. The very Pure Vessel! Oh, fuck. On the TikTok stream. But yeah, Wolverine, huh? I haven't really seen very many state of plays recently, so I don't even know what game you're talking about. That's how you get that. I still think I might need to go back and look at the other, the last dungeon I was at. I think I missed an item back there. They announced it 10 years ago. And somehow, this is the first I'm hearing about it. Whatever happened to that Blade game that they showed off at the Game Awards like 3 years ago or so? Have we heard anything on that since then? Aside from MVC, which I only have like minimal interest in, mostly due to Tony, I'm not really familiar with a lot of like comic book games. Like I know there's a Lego Batman game that's coming out that people are actually pretty excited about, I'm hearing. Is this what I'm supposed to do? I don't think so. Oh no. He fallen. Well, clearly I need to go up there, but... Also, I'd be really curious to see someone make this dungeon, like, in a 3D game, like Minecraft or something. Because I feel like this dungeon... Like, if you were to look at the shape of the dungeon from the outside, this dungeon is very oddly shaped. It's not at all uniform. It's just a bunch of floating, like, bullshit. Like, remember those, like, weird mazes for those who have played Tears of the Kingdom that were in the sky? It's sort of like that, but, like, worse. Does this game do the Link's Awakening thing with bombs? Hang on, it might have to be same time. I don't think so. Wait, hang on, what if I shoot this fucker? Good. That's actually a clever puzzle, I like that. I approve. I also approve of manual detonation bomb. That is the best feature in any game ever. And I can't believe this is the only Zelda game in my recollection that has this feature. I think there's a character, or like a Carabomb maybe, that does this in Bomberman. I say Carabomb. I don't even... I've only played the 2 GameCube Bombermans. I don't even know if that's like a series staple, or if that's just like those 2 games. I've also played the Switch one, but that one was just like classic Bomberman, just... Again, Bomberman R, which I heard R2 was good, and I just never got around to it. Oh. I'm expecting a GBA game next week, says Froze. Why GBA? Next week is the last week of May, right? I see a lot of people talking about a Nintendo Direct for June. And I'm like, why are we talking about June right now? June's so far away, but then I think about it. It's like, a little more than a week away. Just a week away! June! Just a week away! There's a room next to me that I'm seeing. There's also a room down there. I'm assuming I'm gonna fall to that. I love that I can do that. Just spam the fucking ever-loving hell out of that. And what is this room? Oh, a lovely room of death. I see. Yes! I love burning! Okay, bye, Scootao. He's not coming back from that bone zone. Eh? What was the point of any of that? Okay, bye, bomb. Okay, well, I've done that. There's probably gonna be some puzzle here with these pillars. Or something, I don't know. Why is any of this here? Oh, I needed to go through there to get to this. That's what that was for. Fuck! Who moved that block back? I was away for 4 seconds. If we get some GBA games, other than Sonic Advance, fill me in. What are we missing from this service that's like big? I get the picture. Nightmare in Dreamland. Okay, that's a big one, yeah. Fuck. Where's my Zawardo power? Using the D-pad for this helps a little bit. There you go. There you go. And then we need... There's another big key door? Can there be multiple big keys, or... Like, does the one big key work on all big key door? Still need to figure out how to actually, like, get over there. That's a separate issue. The room below. Below. Is there... Before I leave this area. Can't jump over that, even though I totally should be able to. It's half a fucking set. Like, Link can see over that. It's a railing. Same with this here. And Nightmare in Dreamland is the only one I can think of. Personally. For, Game Boy Advance games that we don't have. Is this how we get down there? Ah, there we go. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That would be interesting if they released that version of the game. Is the GBA version regarded as better than the re-release version of that? That was originally a GBA version, right? And then it got remade. I want that chest. Oh, that moblin is dumb. I think that moblin has brain worms. How do I get over there? I want that.
Looks scrumptious.
The secret is you don't do that. You just go over there. That's the secret. Blue Kinstone piece. Yeah! Mega Man and Bass. Bass. They did do all those other Mega Man, like Mega Man 1 through 5 on regular Game Boy, right? Some people regard those as like, they're like different games than the NES counterparts, but some people regard those as better games, I've heard. I know the GBA has a very large library. Like, we could be getting games like the Shrek movie and all that, but for me, at least at this current moment, I'm not. This is pretty much my problem with all of NSO right now. Is I have severe like blindness. Like, I'm only thinking of what's directly in front of me, right? And so, like, without thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I got all the games that I could possibly want right now. When in reality, I'm still missing quite a few notable ones. Green one! No. They are all different games, and Mega Man 5 is a completely different story. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, like I said, there's the Sonic Advance games, which I don't know if they would do those. A Game Boy Advance cartridge I had growing up was the Namco Museum Game Boy Advance cartridge. I don't know if they'd do that one either. I mean, Nintendo's pretty close with Bandai. I would say that one's more likely than Sonic. Even though there is Genesis Online, I still think, like, Sega's weirdly picky about re-releasing those. Because, I mean, just look at, yeah, again, look at Genesis Online. For whatever reason, they're really stingy with Sonic in particular. We only have Sonic 2 on there. What the fuck is that? Another Stingray. What is this? This is like that Smash Brothers Pilot Wing stage. Okay. Oh, this background is kind of hurting my eyes. It's like moving so fast. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. I like it when the boss all over the place. Good. Is this where I was trying to go anyways? I guess so. Oh! Oh, hey! Oh, hey! They're like friends. Oh. Hopefully this isn't like timed. Oh my god! Spawn camped. I can't deflect that. Weirdly enough, no mirror shield in this game. Oh, you can't even jump. I wonder, can those be blocked with shield? I don't even know if my four swordsmen can use shield. It seems all they can do is sword. Fuck. Oh. I guess, was that good enough? I don't know. Good enough to deal some damage, I guess. Okay, I think I got it. You know, if this blue one wasn't a bitch, its brothers would get to live. What the hell? Sky frogs. Oh, I can kill those. I want to know which one of these is, like, the boss. Where's King Sky Salmon? It is kind of cool to see a boss, like, actually utilizing the Force Sword. Like, I imagine Vadi's going to use it, but, like, a boss that isn't Vadi, I guess. And it's also, like, only the partial Force Sword. I don't know. There's just something cool about it. Don't be bitch. Don't be bitch. Frog. Rotate. Oh. Okay. Well, this one better die after this, otherwise I'm gonna be fucked. I got no blue fella. Why are you blue? Alright, he's boring now. Yeah, I guess I just slaughtered a whole ass, like, sky manta ray family. Descendants of Levias, or whatever its name was. The giant sky whale. What is it with Nintendo, and specifically Zelda games, and putting fish in the sky? Nintendo, that's not where the fish live! They live in the ocean! What the fuck? You got the wind element. The wind carries the seeds of flowers, scattering life across the land. The wind element is the embodiment of that power. I don't need that. I'm giving up on getting the rest of the heart containers. So, 5 more whole hearts remain in this game, by the way. And I have half of a heart container built. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last dungeon. Before, like, the final one. And typically those last dungeons don't have heart pieces or heart containers in them. So, we got some questing to do.
We ain't finishing this game.
At last! We've got all 4 elements! Let's go revive the Sacred Blade! Should I do that now? Or later? Revive the Sacred Blade. I feel like if I do that, it's gonna put me into the endgame. You need to. Alright. I also never figured out what the fuck the deal was with the old guy. With the ghost. Like, I found this place a few streams ago. There was an old man with ghost. And then the ghost old man disappeared when I came here for real, for real. Why he do?
Why he do? What?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the bed where he would have been dying. You also need to get the move in Hyrule Town. That's true, I didn't even think of that. Although I have jumping power. I wonder, did I, like, miss out on that quest? Or, like, what? I guess we'll talk to Master Fuckblade first. Hello. Aha! Yes, you have the Rockscape! And you have acquired new skill! Yes, I am ready to train you again! So, would you like to train here? Now I will teach you a new technique! The down thrust! First, equip the Rockscape. Second, equip the sword. Third, jump. Then, fourth, at your jump's peak, swing the sword! That is all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes. Yes. You see it, do you not? One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That is why I will now possess your body, so as to demonstrate the technique. Witness the Swift Blade possession technique of Zelda 2. Now you must try it yourself. Equip the Rockscape and the sword. Jump! And when you reach your sword's peak, swing the sword, that's all. Are you telling me I can't do this with the ocarina? Wait, what? That's... Oh, I can't actually go into, like, the glide. I see. Yes! Fine work! You know the way! I will now give you this tiger scroll! If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with the scroll. The secret down thrust fighting technique. Thrust down with your blade! What did I say? Mid-air with this mighty attack. Okay, what next?
There is nothing more I can teach you, young master. Now you must train yourself.
Okay. We only have 5 of them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, nice computer you have here. Oh, hello again. I was hoping you'd come back. I made a new figure and I thought you might like to try to get it. How many shells would you like to use?
I might as well, like... Oh, wow, there's a lot of new ones here. I might as well pump in, like, as much as I can here. We're gonna halfway cheese this, in that I'm gonna give as much as I can without giving too many of them. So I think there's like 13 more of these. Bombarosa appears in dungeons. They float in the air and explode when touched. Walk carefully and you may escape unhurt. Oh, I wanted to mention, by the way. Where is it? The fucking old man with the thing that I was talking about? Where is he? I know yeah, this. Where did this guy go? He was there. An old man plagued by an evil spirit coming to his aid will bring you benefit in the end. So if you meet him, you must find a way to help him. So did I like fuck this? By not helping him sooner, like I think I fucked myself out of a quest. Is it now impossible to get all the hearts or something, or was it just like money? Oh yeah, there were 2 other Blade brothers. I came across them. There was one in the swamp who wanted me to have all the other scrolls. And then there was one at Lake Hylia. Let's see what 40% odds gets me.
Pull the lever, Croc! Wrong lever!
There's also one on Mount Crenel. Okay. They float on clouds, they don't move, but they do throw lightning bolts. Steal their clouds with the gust jar. What does Karlov know about these guys? Like, literally, what does this dude know about anything in this world? I think 50% odds is a good, like, baseline amount of shells to put in. To not overinvest, but potentially still get new ones. There we go. Tingle siblings question mark. Tingle and his twin younger brothers, Ankle in purple and Knuckle in blue. They believe fusing kinstones will help them meet fairies, so they are recording kinstone data on their maps. David Jr. is not technically a relative. He was forced into the Tingle Brotherhood. I remember the lore. He got like brainwashed by Tingle. Yeah, the one on Mount Crenel I never ended up finding. I'll have to like search around for that. I guess at this point, since I ended up putting in a lot of the time for this, I will be ending up getting as close to 100% as I can. Again, it seems like, as far as I can tell, it seems like I missed out on that old man quest. If I could get a confirmation on if I did or not, that would be helpful, actually. Appears in the Palace of Winds. Females are larger than males. They fly around the Palace of Winds, preying on adventurers. Georg. Was it Georg the name of the fish from Majora's Mask? Why did they turn into a manta ray? Congratulations! That just shows you Majora's Mask was all in his head. It never really happened. The real Georg was the fish we made along the way. The yummer fish that Finnegan ate. finna? What do you mean finna? I had a teacher in high school who she was a very strict teacher, okay? Her name, I don't know if I want to dox them necessarily, but it's also like it's their last name. How much information can you really gain on that? Alright, their name, I'll make up a name. Their name was Dr. Purple, okay? Dr. Purple, was actually someone who had a doctorate, but was teaching the high school level. It was weird. Or not weird, but just like, okay. Go off, queen, I guess, whatever. Right? But, she was... Because she had her doctorate, she would not, put up with any kid's bullshit, right? And she was a math teacher. She was my geometry teacher when I eventually had her. And, I remember there was one kid who said something along the lines of, finna do my homework or something. And then she goes, finna! She doesn't say what the fuck. I think she's like, finna? What's finna? You can't say that in my class! Don't say that! And I just remember her saying that. It's a side quest you have to complete before reaching the cloud tops, so I did miss out on it. What was the reward for doing it? I did have a thing to get up there, I just didn't know what I could do. Light arrows? The fuck? Well, that's disappointing. And I'm just fucked out of that. I should have save stated before I pulled that. I thought I had this one already. Alright, well, I got the Karlov figure. Well, that is kind of tragic that I didn't end up getting that, but I guess, how would I have known? I'm not gonna beat myself up over it, I guess. I imagine that would have made the final boss kind of a joke. Big Goron. This is a legendary Goron with a body bigger than a mountain. This Goron is so big, in fact, that no one has ever seen all of it at once. It's kind of rude. Yo mama! So big Goron! Yoshi egg. There we go. Isn't this riveting gameplay? This is what you came here to watch. This right here. I'm just doing this until I either get the rest of them or run out of shells. Whichever happens first. Blade Brothers. Oh, there's many of them. All of these self-trained swordsmen have won the fighting tournament at the Picori Festival before. They see great potential in Stink. Huh. Okay. There were definitely more than 7 of those fuckers. And I've only been talking to, like, 3 of them this whole game. There's 60% odds here. Schmidt to 5 shells. My IQ, Schmidt to 5. Wisp. They float in mid-air. They won't hurt you, but if you touch them, you won't be able to use your sword for a while. Isn't that what bubbles were supposed to do? Like the cursed bubble. Alright, 6 more of these. Alright, here we go. 5% odds. Here we go. Let's go gambling! There it is! Fuck! What do you mean 5% odds didn't work out in my favor?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I think that's as low again. Yeah, it sure is. Alright. 50% isn't enough. Let's try 60%. That's as low again, isn't it? How many fucking shells do you want? See, I could never do this on original Game Boy hardware. Having to actually manually, like, gamble? I don't do that shit. The guy who runs the gambling shop, he was so right when he, like, falls out of his chair when you actually win. That's how I would. That's how I would. There we go, finally. Fucking 80% odds just to get this. Gabe, though. These mummies keep coming at you when you attack. It's better to fight them from a distance if you want to avoid damage. Okay, 4% odds, meaning there are either 4 or 5 left. I'm gonna create suspend point at 70% odds, so that way I don't have to sit through scrolling through it again. Oh god, I didn't mean to put that amount of shells in, though. That's not happy. No funny! No funny! Appears in the Palace of Winds. These Darknut commanders are strong, but if you relax and wait for your opening, you can still defeat them. Or you could just push them off the platform, like I did. That works too. How many more? Yeah, we're getting there. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 left. I don't know if I can get them all right now, but I'm gonna keep trying. Some tells me I might have to, like, enter the final area for the last ones to appear. %62 odds, sure. That's not funny. Yo Mama So Big Goron is no longer funny. That was so, like, 18 minutes ago. Which was before when I said it, but it was funny because I hadn't yet said it. And now that I've said it, it's not funny. That's the rule of thumb with me. If something's funny, it's not after I say it. I make it no longer funny. Which is why I will continue to say 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Alright, have I ruined it for everyone yet? Look, it's the number. So fun. Ha 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 ha! They need, see, I quantify Zelda games on whether they're good or not based on their inclusion of Big Goron, yes or no. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, good games. They have Big Goron in them. Wind Waker, no Big Goron, not a good game. Twilight Princess, no Big Goron, not a good game. Skyward Sword, no Big Goron. Tears of the Kingdom, no Big Goron! Not fun! Didn't laugh! There is, however, a carving of Goron, like Mount Rushmore style, in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. So they're halfway to a good game. But he's not sentient, so I don't give a damn. Alright. Zelda 1, garbage. There's really only, like, 4 good Zelda games. It's this game, Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, not Wind Waker, sorry, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and then I think one of the Oracle games has Big Goron as well. That's it. The rest of them are garbage. Actually, the best Zelda game, as far as I'm aware, Star Fox Adventures. Cloud Piranha appears in the sky. They swim through clouds like fish in water. Fish! Attack them in that brief moment when they pop out. %1 odds. I don't even know how many of these shells I have left at this point. I've dumped in quite a few. 75% odds. Last one, here we go. Actually, I don't think that is the last one. He didn't fall out of his seat. Another 1%. Okay, there's a few of them at 1% odds here. 68. That's the best I can do. And then I'm completely out of shells. Ice Whiz Road. There we go. With my last shells.
Wow! My friend, you've just gotten the last figurine in the machine! But I'll make some more, so please come back again!
So wait, how many am I missing at this point? Like 1 or 2? I count 1. Is it just True Form Eslo? No, there's 2. It's 2. I guess so. True Form, Eslo, and probably Vadi are the remaining ones. If I had to guess. But who knows, maybe there's other new enemies in Final Dungeon. That still doesn't solve my heart container dilemma. But I guess I'll go looking for this sword guy. So can we get some green kinstone? Green kinstone. Green kinstone. Okay. So where is the fucker? I don't actually know where he is. There is the hermit at the top. Hermit purple! You know what? Since we're in the area, let's see if there's any more kinstone trading I can do here. See? This is the one that I don't have! Yapito, yapito! I'm just trying to come up here and yakapito, and then these motherfuckers won't let me do my thing. I already traded with you. I've traded with some of these fellas. Not all of them were available to trade with when I was here last. But most of them want that same damn one. I just don't have a way to get that one.
I dug up a kidstone piece near here.
Oh. Did you? Where? Can I dig one up? Time to dig every tile on the map until I find it. Is it gonna be, like, obvious where it is? Bro, it's so obv. Truly, you don't want to know where. Yakapatapito? No, he doesn't want a Yakapatapito. You tried a Yakapo, but they're not all about that. Okay, I don't know. So there's at least 2 Picori here, if I get that one green one. But there's also, like, at least, like, 3 or 4 other NPCs I've encountered elsewhere that also want that same green one. And the game just won't give it to me. Instead, I get 8 more of the other green ones. And a bunch of red ones that I'll never fuse, because there's only 4 NPCs in the game that ask for red. What the fuck is this shit? Perish. Oh my god. That works. Surprisingly, that works. Should probably break some of these rocks, because I know they have a chance, albeit a very low one, of dropping Yakuto shards. I need all the yakin I can get around these parts.
Right around these parts, ready to get all that yak.
Here's the question. Is it at Mount Cornell or Mount Cornell's base? The fucker I'm looking for. Also, I guess I can climb back up here and, okay, you climb up to the door? Alright. I'm gonna climb up here and see... Should just check in on the hermit. I know this isn't the right side. This is the left. However... Meatballs. Look at them. TGI Fridays boneless wing balls. Falling down. Delicioso. Delicioso. I think I already dug through here, right? There was a Goron thing in here. Yeah, we've been in here. Yeah, he's out of things. Out. Alright, let's warp back down the mountain then. So we need... Take a look at this. No, shut the fuck up. Hell you! Alright? I don't want to hear you. Is it... Maybe I see it? Surprised I hadn't stumbled on this earlier, if it is this one. Have I been in here? Oh yeah, beef. Beef doesn't have any trades for me, though. Beef is just straight beef in it. This would explain why I wasn't able to do this. But I probably could have done this a while ago. Oh. I have to do 3, even though there's only... Fuck. There he is.
Believe not what others tell you. I am the true Master Swordsman of Hyrule. My name is Greyblade, and if you train with me, you will learn much. So, would you like to train here? You will learn the amazing roll attack. First, roll with D-pad and R. Second, as soon as you get up. Third, scream, ah! Swing your sword. That is all. You understand? Well answered. You have much promise. But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the Greyblade Possessor's technique of trading washes possession. you must try it yourself.
Nope, I just want $50. That seems useful, actually.
Yes, fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this tiger scroll.
Cool. Slay with one stroke. Aim and release. And with that, I'm missing the second one. Where? Where?
Where is it? Where the fuck is it at?
Is it in, like, Minish Woods? Oh no. Where would it be? I don't know if they're actually ordered in sequential order, but... well, hang on. What if I talk to the guy again? Maybe, does he have another one? I didn't even bother asking. Hey, you got more? Okay. You do have kinstone trading, though, that I almost walked away from. Someone who actually will trade a red kinstone for once. I don't remember if I know where that is. I mean, swamp somewhere, sure. That reminds me, did I get the one in, Castletown? I think so. It's not being marked on the map anymore. That is the other brother?
Another brother! Another brother!
Do you have Wave Blade? I have Down Thrust, Roll Attack, Rock Breaker, Peril Beam, Dash Attack, and Spin Attack. I did get one from a fucker in Lake Hylia, but, or at least I thought I did. Fuck that Tech-Tyke in particular. I wanted it dead. I think I remember where he is. Hang on. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can also probably... Yeah, we can go do this now, too. Now that I have jump power. Jump power opens a lot of the game. Fuck. It's not gonna stop me from having a skill issue, but it opens a lot of the game. There we go. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! Turns out getting this jump angle just right is kind of difficult. And I'm assuming this has to lead to the other bean spot, right? And maybe there's gonna be a Goron in here somewhere. I can think of one other cave where there's a Goron, or not a Goron, but a dig spot. But I can't get to it unless I get a specific kinstone trade. I don't know which one it is, though. But who?
Yep, definitely need more red kinstones. No other colors at all. Nope. No, okay, blue? Alright, yeah, I like blue. That's a good color, yeah, okay. That's, when they first invented blue, oh, man, I was there. Love blue. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is a wall of text. I'll read that in a bit.
That's one solid wall, no doubt about it. We're gonna need some more help.
The Waveblade Dojos is in Lake Hylia and cannot be accessed until after you have the flippers. Once you have them, you can enter the lake and find the mayor's cabin left of the heart around the mountain. The farther is a set of steps. Climb them and find an open tree. This, my friend, is the dojo of Waveblade. Did you write the "this, my friend" part, or was that in the guide that you copy-pasted?
Oh, I can smell deliciousness just on the other side of that wall.
We got quirky IGN writers in not chat right now. Well, yes, I've been to that place, yeah. I'm fairly certain I've been there. I think he was the one who gave me the sword beam technique. There's a lot of digging. Wait, where does this take me out to? Oh, hey, look at that! It went between screen transitions. I'm a bit surprised by that. Green! Oh, no, it's not green! Why does this game hate me? Ooh! Ah, I don't want red! What the fuck? This is the one time I want the common fucking kinstone and it won't ever give it to me again. I've encountered like 6 total NPCs that want this color. Great. This is a big maze. Do you take the Zora Kinstone or the Goron Kinstone? Oh, I haven't even encountered any Zora in this game, so we're fucking going Goron all the way. Brother? Is that really a choice? What difference does it make? Oh, there's small over there. I think we've been inside that small. Oh, you're making a joke about them giving me blue and red kinstones. I see. Why was this here? The developers said, let's make a spiral for no reason other than it looks cool and we can waste the player's time. Oh. Oh, there's the bean. Yeah, here's the bean. Bean. Beans on toes! Put the beans on the toes! We're at max rupees. I didn't even cheat this time. Got a pocket full of shells! Well, if it's true that there's only 2 more left, if I didn't miscount, I can just put 100 shells on both of them and call it a day. I really can't believe I did it. Doing that quest! I was not expecting to do so. Okay, hang on. We need to warp the fuck out of here. Yeah, we still have 2 more to complete another shit heart. So we still have a bit of a ways to go. I also haven't figured out how am I supposed to get on top of this building? No, Bird, stay away from me, Bird.
That's not the solution. How the fuck do you get up there? I don't fucking know, dude. I got no fucking clue, bro. Got no idea.
I mean, I see the Picori thing there. But weird. Yeah, this is where the Swiftblade guy is. Oh. That's cool and all, but that's not a green kinstone piece, so I don't give a shit. Okay, yeah, he's got nothing left for me. I could at least trade with him, though. I didn't do this before. Come on. They like opening up waterfalls, these fellas. Is there any other secrets to be found among the land? Get off of me. Shit bug. Do you bug? Do you shit bug? We've been through that. I guess I can go Minish and see if there's anything nearby there. I don't see how I'm supposed to get up there. Unless I'm blind and there's just like, clearly there's a ladder there. I got no idea, bro. How do I get up there? Bro, I want that! I genuinely can't think of a way to get up there. I should have all of my abilities at this point. Right? I couldn't jump up there. Kane's not gonna do shit. And even if it could, I need to be Minish when I'm up there anyways. It must be a scenario of you go out that hole by entering somewhere else. The question is where? I would imagine like over here somewhere, but and there's this cave over here. But this, yeah, this just goes into Minish Woods. Doesn't lead to anything at all. Nothing that I haven't already done anyways.
Stuck here for 5 hours, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Streamer will randomly then come across the solution and not have any idea on what the fuck he did. More at 11.
Just diving, seeing if diving has any solutions.
Nope, doesn't seem that right. No, you can't jump up there even though you're clearly making the height you need to get up there. No, I ain't gonna let you get up there, cause that make me feel bad. I don't wanna feel bad, so you just gonna have to deal with it, man. Oh. we're gonna have to deal with it.
Something tells me the way up there is gonna be like a kinstone trade. I think that's what it is. That's the only other thing I can think of. Because there appears to be no other feasible way to get in there now.
You gotta find a way to get up there.
Oh, I can just jump into that. That's interesting. I don't know if there's anything I can do with that information, but I can do that. So now I know. There's also this here, which with a chest that I can't get to. Unless, wait, yes I can. Yes I can. I've been able to get to this for a fucking long time. There's just 200 rupees, but still, for whatever reason I thought I couldn't get to that. When I absolutely 100% could. Here we go. You stay away from me, bastard. Okay, no Gorons over here. I'm gonna need the other one for the Goron. Wasted. Wasted, pretty much. Okay, bye. You know what? You can have some of my rupees. That's chill with me, honestly. Oh, and then I just got it back anyways. Is this open or is this closed? Alright, I haven't unlocked that one yet. Kinda hard to tell just by looking at them. Oh, what the fuck? He did mitosis in front of me. Nintendo has to do a regular direct because there's a State of Play, SGF, oh, Summer Games Fest, and Xbox Showcase. See, that's where you're wrong. Nintendo doesn't have to do shit. I'm gonna reference something real quick. Give me a second here. I've saved all the thumbnails for every time I've reacted to a Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna look in the 2025 folder. The only Direct in June last year was this. The next General Direct was in July. And Nintendo has consistently been doing this for the last 3-4 years. And I feel like every time June rolls around, collectively, the entire internet will forget this. Everyone forgets that Nintendo hasn't done a June Direct since E3 was a thing. So, I mean, I would like to see one, I'd say sooner rather than later, because, I mean, I'm excited for Star Fox, but I think a very common thing that I'm seeing online, and I kind of have to agree with, is that, you know, it's cool to see these old games and these remakes and all that, but Nintendo desperately needs to announce, like, new things. Like, say what you will about Fortune's Weave, but we know basically nothing about Fortune's Weave.
Mystery of the sword is mastery of the soul. I am kinda almost like the best swordsman in Hyrule. Great blade. Training with me today will totally change your sword skill forever and stuff. Huh? Dude, I don't think you're even ready to train here. Come back here when you've learned the highest technique of the sword.
Nice music in your house here, by the way. Big fan of how it just stops when I leave the room that you're in. The cave of many exits. Alright, head to the swamp. Probably do that.
Probably. I don't know, can we? You tell me. You tell me. Can we go to the swamp? What do you think's there? What do you think's at the swamp waiting for me, huh? What do you think they got down there? They got a swordsman? You think they got them swords guys down there? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Yeah, they don't have no swords guys around these parts. Nope. Nope.
And here's what I will say about a prospect Nintendo Direct. Do Nintendo need one?
Yes.
They do. I absolutely do think that Direct would help them. Will Nintendo do one? I don't know. Here's my thing. I can't tell if Nintendo's like done with them or not. On one hand, I feel like a lot of tubers are just like doom posting because it's been a long time since a Direct, yes. But also like 2022 or 2023, I think it was. Wasn't there a year where we got like one Direct all year? It was a February Direct, and then we didn't get another one until the next February for a general Direct. Everyone was doom posting then that Nintendo was done with them, and it's like, nah, they didn't have the stuff to announce. That year did suck, I won't lie, but here's the bottom line. I think Nintendo's being very careful not to have another Metroid Prime 4, where a game is announced and then too much time passes and expectations hit impossibly high standards. Nintendo did that to themselves with Metroid Prime 4. I will not deny that. They only have themselves to blame for that one, even though, you know, they wanted to have a good idea. Of course they did. Every dev does, right? But, like, they just couldn't quite get Prime 4 to work the way that they probably wanted it to. And then it released in the state that it did. Where I wouldn't say it released in like a poor state, it's just, you know, the game was average at best. Holy shit, a green one! Watch it be one of the ones I already have. Bitch. So there's no way to cheese that? That didn't even spawn this time. Look at that. It's just completely RNG if it even spawns to begin with. I still attest, by the way, that Prime 4 was a good game. Let it be known, my opinion is, I'm a shill. I don't think it was the best Zelda, Metroid Prime. In fact, I do think it's probably the weakest. I won't deny that. But I enjoyed my time with it. Purple.
Swordsmanship is spirit! I'm the finest or maybe second finest swordsman in all of Hyrule, Scarblade! Training with me will forever transform your swordsmanship! Oh, would you like to train here? Yeah! I'll teach you how to more quickly unleash your spin attack, which you've already learned. I take visualization training very seriously, I'll have you know. Now, quietly, close your eyes. Visualize your sword moving at an unthinkable speed. Whoa! Spinning! Now you can perform your spin attack much faster, my student! This is the heart of the sword! All begins with belief. Commit yourself to the blade! This is it. You sped up your great spin attack charge. You won't have to hold the button down as long anymore. There is nothing more I can teach you, young master. Now you must train yourself!
So wait. That wasn't a scroll. Do I go to the grave guy? Dead Man 5. So have I been in this particular swamp cave? I don't remember. Nope. No Goron spot in here. Why can't I pick that up? Where's the fucker at again? Not that way. He's down in like the bottom right corner, I think, or bottom left, rather. How the fuck do I get out of here? All right, Vine. This is my jam. This song really gets me going. It takes me back to my days I used to spend back in the Amazon.
Though my body may perish, I'm still the true Master Swordsman of Hyrule. Swiftblade, the first spirit of the swordsman. If you train with me, I will teach you the skills that are out of this world. Seems you're not yet ready to train with me. Come back when you have all 7 Tiger Scrolls.
I've only got 6 of them. Shit. Where is Tiger Scroll number 2? There's nothing. There's no informations. It's not real. Let me see if I can't get any infos. Tiger Scroll. Minish cap. Let's go to Zelda dungeon. Spin attack, sword beam, dash attack, peril beam, rock breaker, roll attack, down thrust, great spin attack. A great spin attack is what that dude's about to give me. There are 8 scrolls obtained from the Blade Brothers. Spin attack. Well, I have Peril Beam, but not Sword Beam. Southeast corner of Hyrule Castle. Garden. Is that a Kinstone thing? The wiki does not help me. I need the flame lantern. Okay, well, hang on. Let me just see, is this dude just there? It's apparently in Hyrule Castle Courtyard. So let's try that. Getting dangerously close to where the game probably actually wants me to go. There might be a cutscene if I go there, but I'm gonna go there anyways. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. There's Sword Beam, and then there's Peril Beam. I have Peril Beam, but not Sword Beam. Bro. Yeah, no, I didn't find this. Hello. I'll take that.
You want to fuse Kinstones?
Just gonna open up that other waterfall I found earlier. I wonder if there's another sword master in there. Well, see, now I'm finding all the other sword master guys. Here I was thinking there was just the one.
You are in the presence of the true Master Swordsman of Hyrule, Grimblade! If you train with me, you'll become a true Master Swordsman. So would you like to train here? You will learn the meaning of power with this technique, the Sword Beam. First, when your hearts are full. Second, swing your mighty sword. That's all there is to it, young swordsman.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not gonna say the thing. All right, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say. I won't. God damn it! How about fire instead? Now I go back to Dead Fucker. To Deadmau 5. And he will teach me the ways. Does Surge respond? No. I hate responding to chat messages. In fact, I would prefer it if I just go insane from talking to myself for the rest of time. So no, I don't read the chat. Sometimes I do forget to open the TikTok chat though. So yeah, when you're chatting from TikTok, I don't see you sometimes. Just because if I show you, I'm gonna show you my fucking chat monitor, alright? You ready for something wacky? This is what I look at. Alright? This is TikTok. This is both YouTube and Twitch, and then all of this up here is Twitch. And the reason why I do it that way is because Twitch has certain emotes that are Twitch only through BTTV or 7TV and stuff like that. If I want to see those, I look at the big Twitch window. If I want to see YouTube and Twitch, generally I'm looking at the YouTube and Twitch tab, which is the restream chat. Those are all both together. And then TikTok is impossible to embed in any other services, so it has to be its own thing. And sometimes I just forget to open it. That's all.
Only one who holds the sacred blade can perform the great spin attack! First, do a spin attack! Second, press the button repeatedly! 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 Do you hear me? I said repeatedly! Repeatedly! That is all, young swordsman! Do you understand?
Yes.
But it is not so easy. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That is why I will now possess your body, so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the spooky possession technique of training. Watch this.
You know, if he was a real ghost, he would just, like, be in my body. Wow.
Yes. Fine work. You know the way. You have passed the first test with such ease. Now I will give you the tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review this scroll.
Wow. This is it, at last, the ultimate sword technique. Well, it doesn't make me dizzy like Wind Waker, so it is actually, like, significantly better. And now I go to that other fucker in the waterfall. Well, there was a couple of waterfall fuckers. I'm curious about new waterfall first. What's in that one? I don't know which one would be closer. Probably this one. No, I guess the other one's gonna be right here, so I might as well do this one first. It's down here, right? Got him. Hello.
Mastery of the sword is mastery of the soul.
Yes, we've spoken with you.
Yes, all right. I'll teach you how to prolong the duration of the great spin attack, which you have already learned. I take visualization training very seriously, I'll have you know. Now, quietly, close your eyes. Visualize your sword continuing to move longer than ever possible. Spinning! Spinning! Spinning, 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 spinning!
Now your great spin attack will last longer than before, my student.
Hey, my bro! This is the truth of the sword. When you doubt another, you bring clouds into the mind's skies. Commit yourself to the blade and stuff.
Great. Your rotation time has increased, it said. Spin around and smash enemies to bits. Turn them into bug splatter all over the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think there's something seriously wrong with me. I don't know what happened. I think I'm suffering from a mild, severe case of major brain damage. A mild, severe. Yeah. I said what I said. You know it. You got no heart piece in your bitch? Who are you?
The spirit of the sword are one! I am nearly the best swordsman in Hyrule, Spitblade. If you train with me, you'll discover the secrets of your hidden power.
This guy's like Saul Goodman.
So, would you like to train here? I'll show you the secrets of your hidden power. Now I will teach you how to fill your split gauge faster than ever.
I thought he said his name was Spit. No, it's Split.
I take visualization training very seriously, you know. Now watch, close your eyes. Visualize your body splitting even faster than before. Visualize a hot knife going straight down the middle. Oh, yeah, like a hot knife through butter. Splinting!
Splinting. Spalingus.
Now you will fill your split gauge much faster, my student. This is the truth of the sword. Here's the problem. Too many split toasters. And the truth is almost the exact opposite of not truth. Commit yourself to the blade. Okay. I think I get it now. I think I'm dumb as hell. I get the picture now.
Well. Pretty much every NPC at this point should be Kinstone tradable if I hadn't already traded with them. Waterfall in Swamp? What did he have for me again? Didn't I already do that one? Oh god, there's so many of the fuckers out there. Hey, when are you making more issues of the newsletter? Oh, I have to buy it.
Thanks for supporting local businesses. Remember, they come out as swift as a blade stroke, so check often.
A blade stroke. This is the Swordsman's Newsletter number 3. Would you like to read it? Swordsman Newsletter number 3. Got a bone to pick? You're sure to run into more than a few skeletons in your journey. That's why this week's newsletter is dedicated to all you bone breakers. I thought that was going to say all you bone freaks.
A good solid whack to the head should do the trick. That's the weak spot. Try smacking them with a beam from your cane of Packy. You should also try your gust jar. That head should just right off. They all go to pieces once they lose their head. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher, those damn babons. If you hit them with your sword, they'll run all over the place and explode. But don't you worry. This newsletter's here to teach you how to cope. Your best bet is arrows. One shot can take them down. You can fire from a safe distance, too. And there's also your gust jar. Draw them in and shoot them out, and they'll even blow up whatever they hit. Swiftblade's gossip column. Light arrows are amazing. They go through grass. They fell a monster with one strike. They're handy. They're dandy. They're a super duper ultra item. Or so it seems. But it's just a rumor. Swiftblade signing off. We've got more reader mail this week. Hey, Swiftblade, how many siblings do you have? There are 9 of us, not counting the ghost of Swiftblade the First. I'm the oldest, but then again, that's if you don't count Swiftblade the First. See you in issue 4.
9 of them. What does the Waterfall Swamp guy give me the ability of? Why is that guy so stressed? He works for the government. What do you mean? You're asking that question in the Big 26? He didn't want this job, alright? This is just the job that he got. Would you like to read it? Seek out the strong. Have you ever seen a golden monster? When you fuse kinstone pieces, you might get the rare chance to meet one. They're much stronger than the regular version of that monster. Of course, if you meet one of them, you'll get something really, really good. If you see one, go fight it instantly. Just drop everything and go.
Teach us, teacher. Coping with a thorny situation. Those thorny little thorn monsters, your sword doesn't hurt them at all. But if you bump them with your shield up, they'll totally flip. There are other ways, though. Flip them with a bomb. Or your cane of packing. Or with a well-placed down thrust. How's that for 4 options? Your head must be swimming with all the possibilities.
Swiftblade's gossip column, remote bombs. Here's a secret. You can blow them up however you want. Who is that?
Or so it seems, it's just a rumor.
Swiftblade signing off. I went to Lon Lon Ranch the other day. Saw the ghost of Swiftblade the First defeat a cow with his bare hands. It's kind of sad, really.
See you in issue 5.
Uh-huh. Give me the book. Unfortunately, I waited too long to remember that this was a thing. Swordsman's Newsletter number 5. Fire up that chilly chump! Have you seen a sorcerer who throws cold curses at you? Yeah, the one who keeps disappearing, that's him! Well, next time he shows up, whack him with your lantern. Fire against ice! It's the law of nature. And dude really respects the law, might I add. Dudes, ice whiz robes, you tell them, hey, you're speeding. Go to jail. And they'll be like, okay.
Teach us, teachers, those pig-faced moblins. You see them around the Minish woods, right? They're big and dumb.
No, there's no moblins in the Minish woods.
Well, they're also rich. Beat one up for some quick cash.
Swiftblade's gossip column, a tidbit about amulets. I hear there's mysterious amulets that raises your abilities if you use it. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It's just a rumor. Swiftblade signing off. I went to Smith's the other day. The old guy's still looking pretty good. But I am a little concerned about the guy in green tights on the hill there.
See you in issue 6. Until next time, warriors.
Well, but he's concerned about me. Why is he concerned about me? Or is he talking about Tingle? I think he's talking about Tingle.
No, I don't want to read your shit. No! No!
That's enough. That's what I get for mashing through the text. Okay, I think I figured out why I didn't realize that I could be buying more from her. There's a line of dialogue that she has, and then there's a second line of dialogue, and then she'll sell it to you. Swordsman Newsletter number 6. Would you like to read it? Here's what you do.
Here's what you're gonna do. You ever seen a monster wrapped in bandages and tries to grab you? Here's a pro tip. Bandages blind easily, especially on a mummy. I don't have to spell this out, do I? Yeah, you know what I'm about to say. That's right. It's time to light up that bitch. Whoosh!
Teach us those heavy-handed floor masters. They're irritating friends. The wall masters are really annoying. But if you beat one, they say you'll be rich. But it's just a rumor. Don't complain to me if it turns out to be wrong. Swiftblade's gossip columns, rupee stealing nasties. Those rupee camouflage creeps have been ripping a lot of you off lately. They've been fucking ripping fat ass right in the fields. I've heard that you greedy adventurers are getting soaked. In fact, I hear that the greedier you are, the more it takes. Or so it seems, but it's just a rumor. Swiftblade signing off. I've got reader mail again. Hey, Swiftblade, do you have a hobby?
Trading!
See you in issue 7. I'm glad that this guy has like a side hobby. Like he's like his main deal is that he's like a teacher of the blade, but then he does like web forum posting. Like he's like a professional Reddit mod. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There is a Pico thing I need to get. If I go visit the Picori guy over here, his new thing should be ready. I did it again. Every time I come here, I walk into that dude's house on accident. I'm still curious, is there really no purpose to this house over here? Like, not a single goddamn purpose? He just comments, wow, not many people find me here. And then that's it. That's all he's gotta say. What a fucking dude. This fucking guy. Oh my god, this guy. What about here? Is there anything for me to swim around and find? No? I guess they just did that in case you decided you wanted to jump in that water. And at that point, just put up a little fence. I feel like it'd be less effort for the game designers if they just put up a fence and made it impossible to get in that water.
Orange. Look! I succeeded in growing an orange Pico Bloom thanks to your help! I'm so grateful to you! I'm taking a break from my research, but I'll have lots of good ideas. Super Pico Bloom? Hyper Pico Bloom? Cyber Pico Bloom? Which one should I work on first?
Cyberpunk 2077. The game where you can see Keanu Reeves' cock. They used his real cock for that, by the way. They said, Keanu, I need you to remove the shorts. He said, alright, yeah. And then he did it. And then they did measurements, they got all the proportions, they put it in the game. There's also another bottle that I never got. I'm not gonna lie, my brain keeps going back to the light arrows thing, and I keep devastating myself that I will not be able to get these light arrows, even though they're probably not really all that helpful if they're not actually part of the main quest. Also, is this the only time light arrows are in a Zelda game, but they're optional? Yes. Thought so. It's another one of those other green ones that I already had, by the way. The ones that I had many of, I should clarify. I keep thinking, you know, after I finish this game, you know, we got a lot of other games that we're gonna be going to, but something in the back of my head is like, my Zelda craving, it's getting, the itch is getting scratched with this, but it's not like, it's not infinite, you know? It's not like completely satiated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, my brain keeps going back to the idea like, well, if I'm gonna play another Zelda game, which I'm not just at this moment, but like, what Zelda game would I even play at this point? I've streamed all of them, all of the 3D ones, in at least some shape or fashion. And, you know, I've not... The only 3D Zelda game that I've not technically streamed the whole game of is Wind Waker, but that's kind of complicated because I streamed most of HD back in the day, and then I've streamed the randomizer a number of times. Wind Waker is one of my favorite Zelda games, but I don't know if I want to do like a whole playthrough of that at this current moment. And there's another part of me that's holding on to like, what if one day... Okay, I told you I went to this guy. There's another part of me that was like, one day I'll come back and I'll stream that game in full, but I don't know. There's also the Oracle games and the DS games, which I'm at this point I'd say I'm probably interested in streaming every Zelda at some point or another. I just I mean, yeah, the Oracles are on NSO. I'm not in a rush to play those ones at the moment. So I guess out of all of the ones I just listed, the DS ones are probably the highest on the list of priorities. But also, again, I keep thinking back to Wind Waker, so I don't know. And then there's Hyrule Warriors too. Like the first one, TLOZ, I meant. Red Book. This is the Swordsman's Newsletter number 7. Would you like to read it?
Swordsman's Newsletter number 7 for real swordsmen only! You know the roll attack, right? Yeah, the one you do mid-roll? I bet Greyblade told you to do attack just as you finish the roll, right? Well, you can actually just do it as you start the roll, too. But the timing's very tricky. You can do it! Hone your skill! The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or something. Camouflaged shell shockers, these fiends festoon themselves with grass and rocks to deceive your eyes. But you can remove their camo without trying to pick them up, you know. Just hit them with that cane of Packy. Suck them with the gust jar. How do you like that? Now you're a camo buster. Swiftblade's gossip column. Those short fuse bombs. I told you about them in issue 3, but here's another thing. Apparently they drop bombs at a higher rate than other enemies. Great. I'm confident I'm going to be running into so many more of those, considering they were in one dungeon. Swiftblade signing off. Next one is our last issue. After that, it'll be time for me. Let's say, it'll be time for me to put down my pen. As much as I like writing, I am a teacher at heart. But I know you'll miss me when I'm gone. I'm like a star, a superstar. Issue 8, the last one, is coming soon. I hope you're looking forward to it.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Have I gone back in there after getting the lantern? I don't know if I have. I'm sure I'll get the 200 rupees over time through just doing quests and stuff. I'm not too worried about it right now. I know I could get like the rupee Pico thing and then get it pretty quick, but I'm good. That also costs 200 rupees to buy. So at that point, yeah, I kind of missed my chance when I spent it on getting the novel, now that I think about it.
I'm looking for the shells!
That I don't need. I feel like there was another spot where I ran into ice somewhere. But I don't remember where. Oh, can I do this other quest over here for the, Can I jump down the well now? Can I use this to go down? No? Okay, what the fuck is the deal with this well? I know this well is suspicious. God damn it. Children, what are you doing in here? Why are you hanging out in the fucking wherever this is? School let out early. Neru's Spindle. Huh? Blue butterfly. I wonder if we'll get lucky, she said to this child. No! No, I don't believe so. No. No. There's also this other ghost fella that like won't leave. What is your deal, bro? Wait. Buggity buddy boo! Don't worry, I'm already looking for another job.
Now it's time for our rematch.
Is it possible to get inside this house? I'll help. Chicken.wev. Golden cock! Holy shit. I think golden cock is a waste. Fuck. No. Here, I'll do that again. Okay, so golden cock will occasionally, yeah, just jump out of your hands. And they're real annoying about it. Real annoying about it. Fuck! God! I almost had it. What is that chicken noise? Oh! That's the trick. That's the trick. Face the other way so it jumps the wrong way. What is your game, lady? Why do you do this? You got 70 rupees. Doesn't it feel good to help others? Yeah. Okay. Last time I fused with Din, she made Ingo spawn. Huh? So they make butterflies exist. And what does a butterfly do for me when it lives? If a butterfly was gifted life, what does that offer me? No, I don't want a charm. Well, finally, I found some NPCs that'll use these red ones at least. Okay, yeah, I mean, I was just there. There are 2 butterflies at Swamp, 1 at Graveyard. Hey! Shut up. Okay, well, we don't quite have enough money here for that. Can I, is there warp into the graveyard? I don't think there is. Is there?
Nope. No.
I think my brain has just devolved into just saying a bunch of, like, absolute, like, gobbledygook. Like, it's just saying things. Someone in chat said, I'm concerned why dark humor is in quotations in the rules. So, if you'd like clarification on that, by dark humor quotation marks, I'm referring to when people make clearly, like, insensitive jokes, and they're like, nah, bro, it's just humor, bro. It's just funny, bro. But, like, what they're saying is just genuinely insulting. It's fine if I call myself dumb, but don't call me dumb. And don't, like, make fun of marginalized groups. That's what I mean by that. You know what, you guys can have those rupees, that's fine. I don't remember the route to get through here. What if you call me Shirley? Surely you wouldn't dare! I also wrote the rules to this stream 8 years ago. And don't often look at that page on Twitch. So there's that as well. I did like a spin attack out of a roll there. Left, 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 up, up, up. Left. Left. Stop licking me, bitch! Left. I think I did this. I think this resulted in a pocket full of shells. Yeah, I did this. Not so much an Easter egg, so much as it is an Easter shell. What do you mean -2? See, now that's dark humor. No, see, this level right now, this is dark humor. Because there's no light. But if you get stones, I'm on it. Yeah, that's easier than the original path, I agree. Oh, I'm gonna give him a brainwave. Tell him to go home. I don't know why I've been such a nasty little prankster all the time. All of a sudden, I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I feel like I've been made up for all my awful deeds. Ha ha! Hey, Spookter! See you in paradise! Wow. You know, he's just gone. They fit perfectly. I have a good feeling about this. Joy Butterfly. You can now swim faster than before. What? Really? That's not an enemy. The fuck? Talk to the pink ghost. Ah! I think I did. Pink ghost can be fused 4 times. Oh, right, that's right. No, I did, but I didn't have the kinstone. Like, I had 2 kinstones, and then she had 1 that I didn't have. I think I have 1 of them right now. Or, no? No, she's out. Never mind, I guess I did. This is what I get for having bad brain. This was only last stream that I was here. And I already can't remember shit. Oh, where are we, no. We need... brain fart. Here, yes. Yes, this is my, first playthrough. Sort of. I had the... I mentioned this in some past VODs, but I don't mind repeating myself a little, for those who are just watching today. But, I had the cartridge for this as a kid. Very, very briefly. Barely touched it. And then didn't really try playing through it until it came to 3DS, Ambassador program. I could dig faster than before. And then when it was on 3DS Ambassador program, I only really got up to the Cornell Mines. And now this playthrough that I've been streaming is the farthest I've ever actually gotten in the game. I could shoot arrows faster than before. You can jump off this water with the Rocks Cape now. You don't need the boots. Well, that's honestly kind of faster, too. Because you, like, have more control over where you're going. Yeah, I missed out on the Bow of Light, I think. As far as I'm aware. Well, I wish I knew about this, like, 10 second, like, when I was doing all the other questing over here. That would have made traveling this area way nicer. Was there another waterfall? It's first playthrough. Yeah, I mean, maybe at one point in my life I'll do a second playthrough. After all, I have to make up for that stream where I spent, like, 2 hours getting lost because I didn't understand that I could push a boulder that I tried to push, but it just, for some reason, didn't work, even though I had everything I needed to push it. I had the 2 sword, it wouldn't push the first time I tried.
Have you been using all of the items you found so far? If you get stuck somewhere, you'll need to try every trick you've got. Just tie everything in your inventory, okay? You'll sort it out. Oh.
Thank God someone wants one of these ones. I have so many of those. Please, ask for more of those. Money? Better be money.
Oh.
And if I leave and come back, does he have multiple as well? I think that was his second one. I saw a Japanese guy struggle at Mount Cornell for 15 minutes because he couldn't find the bombable wall, only for him to skip the second one with a glitch on accident. Wait, which bombable wall? I don't remember. What I remember with Mount Cornell is I remember the thing that pissed me off was when I used the gust jar to ascend to a higher level that made no sense in my brain. Oh, the one with the green water. Okay, yeah. That weirdly took me a long time to find as well, and I don't even know why, because it's not that far out of the way. It's just tucked in a really specific corner. Right, I think I've been down here already, right? Yeah. This is a lot faster, holy shit. I kill you with Mega Spin. Okay, let's see. We need heart piece. How many am I at? I'm at... Okay, I want to check. I'm probably gonna leave here in the next 15 to 20 minutes, but I want to check the dungeon, the ice dungeon again. I feel like I didn't pick up the piece of heart, and I don't know if I'm just misremembering, but something in the back of my brain says I never got the piece of heart in that dungeon, if there even is one. Are you missing the extra spin time? No, I just got done getting all of the extra spin stuff. So at this point, I think, aside from the Bow of Light, and maybe there's probably an arrow upgrade capacity somewhere, and one bottle, that is pretty much it. Well, there's also the Goron thing. I need to find out how to fucking deal with those Gorons. I need one more Goron. Wall Goron. This isn't the ice dungeon. What am I doing? The Goron is the last bottle. Oh. Okay. Well, that works then. There is a chest here. There's a chest I never got, and I'm curious. I know this black space here, that was a room. Is that one also a room? I don't remember where each of these go. There's this one. This one... over there. What about blue? Wonderful sound effect. It's not really helpful, is it? Where the fuck even is this? I need to go down to that chest. It's probably just like shells or rupees, but still. Oh god. Was it this way to get over here? There is the hole there. Oh god. I have to do all this again. Does anyone remember where the heart piece is for this dungeon? I could, like, just go straight there, I guess, and just check if I got it. Something in the back of my brain told me that I didn't get this one.
Oh, all the way back here! Oh, that's fucking great! Yeah.
Why don't I just use the rocks cape?
Ah, you got to be shitting me there, lassie.
The Pegasus boots will prevent slip. Flippy, get back here! What about down here? I mean, this was mandatory. Whatever that was. It might not have been mandatory, but I'm gonna assume that it was mandatory. And this is where we fought the giant blue chew, right? I remember that. Okay, so there's no room over there? I guess not. Okay, so in order to get into the basement, I think I should have just gone to the red one. I think that would have been easier. hang on, this takes me there. I think I'm doing this backwards compared to what they want. I don't remember. No? Yeah, I'm just going through this dungeon again at this point. Alright. A dungeon so good I had to do it twice. I guess what I will say at this point in the game is, this game did have some pretty clever dungeons up until this point. Sky Dungeon, I think, is definitely... Wind Temple was called, right? Wind Temple was definitely this game at its best. What was the one in the swamp? I also liked that one. The Cornell one was okay, the Minish one was very basic, and then this one is like... I don't hate it, but it wasn't necessarily a standout. I do like that the ice physics are a little more involved in this game. And by that I just mean, like, it's not just basic. Like in a lot of other Zelda games, ice physics don't really mean much. Now here we go, 50 rupees. Oh, 100 shells. Oh, even better. Okay, so where was this dungeon's piece of heart? Oh no, I've had enough shells to get the last 2 trophies. Even if they somehow request more than 100 shells, which they won't, I have 600. I had 500. Oh, and then this is this room again. I guess I must have gotten it, and I just don't remember where it was, because I don't really see where else it would be, and I don't remember seeing it. Oh yeah, I know where the boss was. It's the piece of heart that I came here for. I thought I missed out on the piece of heart. Unless I just don't know. Good. Yes. You're good, but I'm better. Starfox. And this was a key. Yeah, I played around a lot with trying to cheese the statue system. In this, I did my very best to try to learn exactly how it worked without actually looking it up. And, yeah, I wasn't... I pretty much was able to figure out that as soon as you enter that room, the way the game makes it work is, like, when you enter the room, it predetermines the exact amount of shells you need to put in order to get a new thing. So if you tried to rewind or otherwise scum the roll, it doesn't work if it's the exact same amount of shells. You have to change the value of shells until you've put in enough to make it happy, essentially. That's what I was able to determine on my own, just from kind of watching how it works. Okay, this is a piece of heart that we already got. Yeah, at this point I'm just kind of wandering. I might need a guide for the remainder of the piece of hearts for next stream. But I intend on finishing the game with the next stream of this, so... I guess regardless of if I get the rest of the pieces of heart or not, next stream should be the finale. This won't be 100% since I did miss out on light arrows. And, there's a very specific NPC I think I have to kinstone fuse with in order to get into the last cave for the final Goron. And I don't know which NPC that is, nor do I know which cave it is that I need. There's also this puzzle. I still haven't figured out what I need to do for this here. It's not you. When you enter the room, it chooses a number 26 through 100. I swear I've gotten it on polls with like 5% with like just the 5% odds with like one shell, and then it's given it to me very rarely, but it's had. I feel like that has happened to me. I feel like it happened on stream too. Last time I played this, I don't fully remember, but. Clearly. Holy shit. I was joking when I grabbed that. I was like, clearly I have to pull the old man.
Just giving the old man a little tug.
Rupees. That doesn't quite get me any closer to actually getting this, does it? I still have to figure out how to get to it from below, which I think is the well, but I don't know. At 1% odds, you still have 25% odds in actuality. Oh, interesting. This digging doesn't feel any faster. No? Can't throw in there. Oh, it's faster digging for the walls. Okay.
Pot! Clearly the answer is pot! It's always pot! Every time!
The answer was not pot. Oh, hang on, I can do this now. Hang on. Don't spell it out yet. I'm not looking at chat. I'm not looking at a chat. No. Not gonna read it. Not gonna read it. What if? Ah! They all want me dead. But the Kidstone piece fused. It disappeared, brah. No, I can't give it back to Andrew. But I'm still happy, brah. What? That's what that was for? Just one little line of dialogue? Walk up to the well. But I did. And walk up to it as Big Link? You're joking, right? You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? Partner. I like how they have this whole other section here, like, for approaching the pillar from the top, as if that's necessary. It really isn't.
Oh, that was just for 200 rupees? That taunted me the whole game!
I'm gonna shit myself. Oh, that is a lot faster. Look at that. Dig. Dig. Right. So that didn't put me any closer to finding another piece of heart. And now I've just made a goddamn fool of myself. Hey Beetle, what's your last Picolite do?
Orange Picolite really makes traveling easy. Helps you find fairies everywhere. Care to buy it?
Oh, these are all like fucking useless. Alright, yeah, I might do the Kinstone one. I guess. Because I need some fucking green kinstones, goddammit. Oh, I don't have an empty bottle. Just shut up.
Oh, thank you.
Bye. Beetle's first sale in years. Might as well put that 200 rupees I just got to use. Alright, the final book.
Book. Orang book.
The Swordsman's Newsletter number 8. Would you like to read it?
Swordsman's Newsletter number 8. The Way to the Sacred Blade. Have you ever wished you could unleash your spin attack a little faster? Or perhaps split faster? Or maybe wanted a longer great spin attack? It's only natural to want these things. Every warrior wants to be his best. So, for some good news, I haven't confirmed it, but there may be a way. All of these things could be yours if only you figure out how to do it.
Great. It's helpful.
The one-eyed statue Igor. You have to shoot him with an arrow to make him move, but if you beat him, he almost always drops spare arrows for you. So don't worry about running out of arrows once you've beaten him. Just fire away! Swiftblade's gossip column. Our most fabled creations of the Minish. I hear that they drop kinstone pieces when you beat them. Or so it seems. If you get lonely, just come over and smile for a while. And thanks for reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And now, I will retire my fedora and no longer be a Reddit mod. Let me sign off for the one final time with that oh-so-familiar farewell. Till next time, warriors!
You can't say until next time if there's not gonna be an until next time. That's just false advertisement. Talk to that lady again. Okay. You now have the full collection of the Swordsman newsletter! Well, I guess you must know all kinds of stuff now, huh? Professor? Professor! I, too, do onomatopoeia for everything that I do when I'm working. Did you know 90% of my workday consists of me saying the word forklift out loud? It's true. Okay, so wait. Where's the best spot to use this? Is it the highlands or is it gonna be the swamp? I feel like the swamp is like a bigger area. Holy shit, yeah, no, this is the field. The field of many Coopers. Alright, give me the goods. That's a shell. That's a heart. That's a shell. Those are shells. Alright, first one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Okay, at first I was like, what the fuck? I think the effects had to, like... had to take effect. Oh, it might have just worn off. I think my glowing has stopped. How many did I just get just there? I only got 4 of the ones that I was struggling to actually hold on to. Not a bad deal, though. Especially for only 200 rupees. Where I could easily cheese, especially with NSO Rewind, I could easily cheese the gambling game. Great spin attack would have made that easier. Wait. So using the thing is timed? It's not about the number of blades of grass you're using. Oh, hang on. You forget we're playing this on NSO. Or maybe you didn't forget. I forgot. I haven't used NSO. I haven't used Rewind this whole game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, you weren't joking. This is the spot to do this at. I still only got 1 more of those! Ah! But I see. So if I wanted to... That's probably the way on, like, actual GBA. How I was doing the grind of doing this. Breaking these rocks for shells early on in my playthrough. I was like, this seems like the spot to grind for these. And you just go in and out of this screen for like an hour and then you have a shit ton of shells. What I just did there, do that with the Picolite instead, that would probably, you'd probably get way more way quicker. You do burn 200 rupees every time you do it though. So, there's a positive and a negative to it. Now I just need to find the NPCs that actually want this, because I don't remember where they were. I know. I remember there was a few back at Mount Crenell. Alright, we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna go to Mount Crenell at the Picori place. That's the only place I can think of off the top of my head. And then maybe I'll do a little investigative research off stream between now and next stream. And by that I mean just go to all the places. Talk to some NPCs. I just need pieces of heart. I don't know if any of these fuckers open the way to a piece of heart, but I need that. No. Shut up. Old green man has 5 fusion. Who? Piece of heart would be blue kinstones. Oh. Okay. Well, who's got some blue kinstones they need traded? Oh, I don't give a shit about that guy. Yeah, I need, okay, there's I need to figure out who has the kinstone trade that opens up the cave here. There's like a cave right in the middle of this, like, pond here. A digging cave that I can't get to without a kinstone. Is this the EU version? No, this is, I believe it is just American NSO. That version, right there. I don't have EU versions enabled, so... Alright, well, I guess that's it for this area. Yeah, like I said, I'll do some investigative research on this. Next time I play, will of course be the finale. Unless I pull up a guide, it seems unlikely that I'm getting every heart container, which is kind of ironic because I did the quest that will take me the longest. It's just finding all the NPCs that have the specific kinstone trades. That's what's gonna take me the longest here. I've got 1 piece of heart needed to complete 1 more heart, but then there's 3 more hearts to complete. And I don't know where they are. Go get the 4 sword? How about we get it next time? That'll be the first thing I do next time. Yeah, there was a Picori house in Lake Hylia that I also couldn't figure out how to get to. Have I been in here? Probably, right? I don't know if I have. I think I need to hit them with sword. I think that's, no. Great. Alright, well, we're gonna save and end here. I know this is a random spot, but, I'll set myself up to be right in front of Hyrule Castle. So that way next time, we just go, we do that, and then we'll do a little bit of questing on the finale stream, but yeah, next time will be it. Gus jar the mushroom from the bottom platform. Oh yeah, that's how I did that. Is that not how you do that quest? Or do that part of the game? You're talking, you're talking here, right? Wait, bomb this wall? So it wasn't as bullshit as I made it out to be. I was like, man, I can't figure out what the fuck to do. And then I did this. I went like this. I was like, oh, that feels game-breaking. That doesn't feel like the thing I should have done. Because this feels like this is like a ledge above. That's not even what you're supposed to do. Oh boy, another blue kidstone. Yeah! And then this is the other side of that wall from before. Uh-huh. 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 My name is Skylar White, yo. Uh-huh. Do not sell marijuana to my husband. I'm so pissed. I'm so beyond pissed. Fucking hell, dude. I mean, if it works. If it works! Well, I guess, sure. Yeah. Okay, so if they did remake this game, like in the Link's Awakening 8 remake engine, this game would still be beatable. I was thinking about that in my head. I was like, if they ever did a remake of this game, which I don't think it really needs one, but like, if they did, like, they wouldn't be able to make the game playable. They'd have to redo that puzzle, because there's no way that the Gus jar would work in like an actually 3D environment like that. Like, that is genuinely on a cliff above me. And then it turns out that wasn't what you were supposed to do. I don't know why I forget to sword poke a lot in Zelda games. I guess I'm just used to, like, I mean, in other Zelda games, I know where the bombable walls are, so I don't even remember that that's a thing. And that's not really a thing in, like, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. So this is genuinely, like, the first time I've played a Zelda game since... what? Ocarina or Majora? That actually had sword poking to make a hollow wall sound. Zelda 1 does it, too? Does it? Oh yeah, in the dungeons it does. Yeah, I remember that. There's no tell on the overworld for which bushes to burn, though. I digress. Alright, well this was a fun stream, lads. Good game. Next time we finish the game, and then we be done, and then we rotate game. Just wanted to share real quick before we get out of here in regards to streaming at this earlier hour. For those who are new to my stream, hello. First of all, hi. My name is Gabe, in case you didn't read the name. I don't normally stream at this godforsaken hour of morning time, Eastern. I'm normally not like nighttime streamer, but like late evenings. So normally I'm not around at this time, but I'm usually streaming whenever my girlfriend Megan is either at work or otherwise like busy. Just because otherwise I'd rather spend my time with her. And today and yesterday she's had some stuff where her work asked her to flip to day shift schedule. But she's back to nights starting tomorrow, so I'm back to my night schedule tomorrow as well. And all that to say, these 2 morning streams that I did this week, actually, I feel like they went a lot better than I thought they would. You don't have stretch or hydrate channel rewards. Indeed, I don't. Maybe one day. I don't remember how to even add channel point stuff. People don't really use them around my streams all that much, but maybe I could do them. I also, I don't believe in water, all right? I only drink liquid poison known as Code 40, Code Red. That's the name of it. There is that one, though. Bacon, egg, and cheese. That's the only thing that people use channel points for around here. Forcing me to mention that sandwich or the one where I have to do it 100 times in a row. Please don't do that. I have to leave. Other than that, though, I just wanted to also clarify if people didn't see the post on the Discord in regards to tomorrow's stream of Star Fox Zero. I was supposed to have plans with my dad yesterday in the evening, and he canceled on me literally an hour or two before he was supposed to be over. So we rescheduled to Thursday, which I told him I was busy, but then I was like, at the end of the day, what's more important to me, seeing my dad or streaming video games? I'll see my dad if he's actually gonna show up. The problem with this, and the reason why I'm mentioning any of this to anyone, because normally this would be private information, but my dad has been really flaky. I've been trying to see him since our birthdays back in March, and just every time I get close to actually the plans coming together, at the last minute something comes up. And his work is really his work calls him in often, so that's the main reason why it happens that way. But still, there's a non-zero chance that even though we rescheduled our plans for tomorrow, that he may cancel on me anyways. So if that happens, then the original planned Star Fox Zero stream will be tomorrow, as planned. But as of right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put the brakes on it and say probably not to Star Fox tomorrow. I'm hoping I actually get to see my dad tomorrow. But we'll see, Other than that, finale for this will be Friday in the evening time, 7:30, probably actually 6:30 p.m. And I look forward to finishing the game, because then we got a bunch of short one-off or 1 to 3 stream series that we're going to do back to back to back to back up until the release of Star Fox, and then we're going to add some longer lasting games after we're done with Star Fox 2026. So until then, I will see you maybe in the next video. Bye-bye.